Hi, welcome to day 10 of working with JavaScript collections. Raise in 30 days is what I've called it. Hopefully, I'll make it that far. Today, we're going to continue on from yesterday, where we were taking a collection that had a collection inside of it, and we were able to actually, if you'll take a look here, we've got a movie list, and then within inside of the movie list, we've got a collection of videos, and so it's two-dimensional. We've got two D, two arrays, I guess you could say, and our objective yesterday was to get a flat map of the IDs of the videos, and that was what we were able to do by for each and twice over the collection of movie lists and then pushing the video ID into this all videos movie list. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take an approach that actually will make it a little bit easier to write less code and abstract that away into a new method that we're going to create that's going to be on the arrays prototype, and we're going to call it concatAll. And pretty much it's not very difficult to do. And because we are going to be putting it on the prototype, we'll find out that most of it is pretty straightforward, just for the fact that all we're going to be doing, again, is just wrapping what we have already had to write and then just make it more generic. So this concatAll could work on anything. So really, we're just going to generalize, and let me pull some of this up. So this concatAll can work on any array. So any array that it needs to any two-dimensional array. It can't be one-dimensional. Can't be three or more. This is only just to concatAll for a two-dimensional array. So because it's on the array prototype, and it's going to concatAll over an array. The array is going to be this. So instead of actually using a specific array, the array that is actually calling it is going to be this. So on that array, we're then going to have a subarray. And then within inside of that subarray is that we're going to for each over that. And then for that subarray, we're going to have a list of items, or an item. I want to make sure that that's singularized, sorry. And then all we're going to do with that is that we're going to take results, and we're going to push, and we're going to push that item. And now you're going to find out that this does not work with Quokka in code in Visual Studio Code. But if we were to have a two-dimensional array, I'll show you the output. 4, 5, 6. Forgot my 2. Sorry. Looks like I don't have all my numbers straight. The heck. There we go. Goodness. Okay. And from there, we're just going to call concatAll. So as you can see right here in Visual Studio Code, it doesn't really like it, but that's okay. So what we've done here is that now, instead of having to write this code all of the time, is that now for a two-dimensional array, is that all we're going to have to do is have that two-dimensional array and then call concatAll on it. So to make sure that this works, let's just go ahead and take this here. Here, let's just start by actually adding this. Let's copy that. Let's run over here. So I'm going to just use Google Chrome's console just to do this. Okay, so we have concatAll. So now let's just go ahead and just do what we were doing before. And look, I got it right there. Okay, so the same thing. So we have an array with subarray, 2 subarrays inside of it. Okay. Oh, huh. Okay. Good. So, why didn't that work? Because I did not return the results. So, now if I do it, there you go. So we've taken a 2-dimensional array and we concatAll, and it takes it down into one array. So what this does is that, instead of, if you run into a circumstance where you have a 2-dimensional array, you don't have to write this out every time. Yeah, and all you have to do now is just set your 2-dimensional array and then concatAll over it. So pretty much you're taking one, 6, 7 lines of code and having it to where you're only having to write 1 line of code. And just to show you how this works is that you'll concatAll over this, and doesn't work. So because it's for each and over twice, it's not going to work on a 1-dimensional array. And if we try, let's just try. Let's just say 8, 9. So you'll see that, because it's only for each and twice, is that it's going to flatten it once. Okay, so, but you're still going to have another array that it did not get into. So that's why it's actually only concatenating a 2-dimensional array. So that's it for today. We've just pretty much worked on just being able to take what we worked on yesterday to where we flattened the 2-dimensional array by using this imperative style of coding. And now we've just wrapped it into a method that's on the array prototype, and that was allowing us to be able to flatten into where we took a 2-dimensional array and we were able to put it into a single array. So that will be it for today. And tomorrow, now that we are able to flatten a 2-dimensional array subarray, is that now we're going to start working with 2-dimensional arrays, concatenate it into one, and then doing manipulation off of that, starting to introduce different ways of being able to map and filter at once without having to map over the whole array and then from that return, then filter over that. So that's what we'll continue to work on, and that's what we'll start tomorrow. Thanks a lot.